stand for me. Alright, I'm sorry. I guess I'm back to my phone again. Alright, I'll start painting since I'm in this small little tiny phone like I was the other day. I guess I have to stop trying to use my computer while I'm going on a YouTube stream because obviously there's something wrong. So, I'm going to start this while I wait for everyone to come back. I'm going to start with making a green gingerbread man. This is all going to be in green. I have a lot of green. Alright. Here we go. Alright, I'm just going to paint this till somebody comes in. Gotta finish up this little guy. I gotta make this gingerbread man and bring it. I'm gonna make it green because I feel green is a happy color for Christmas. Obviously, in red. And I did buy these colors ahead of time. Well, alright, let's move it along here, getting this here. Just doing my happy painting. Hello, I'm sorry, but I guess you know what? I'm gonna have to start using this phone while I'm live streaming until I get this computer. I was up there, I was trying, and there was no sound again. So I tried. I just feel that I'm sorry about the small camera, but until Black Friday, I guess I gotta suffer with this. But I am going to get up there Black Friday. I got a good chunk of change, and I'm buying me another computer. So if you guys can bear with me until then, I appreciate it. 'Cause I gotta get all my own materials. And honestly, I'm probably gonna get a computer before a new phone. Because I have Microsoft on my phone, so it's not so bad. I'm just I'm making this poster here. I do poster art. It's kind of like a really nice, it's like a really nice card for Christmas. But I hand paint them out. And I do it, I guess, because I love my friends and I've been at my job forever. I really have. And I do get a lot of added benefits. That's why I've been working a lot of hours. And it's kind of hard sometimes to find these places. I mean, we go through phases this work, but I wouldn't have been able to probably save my jaw at all. And I probably would have went septic if I did not have the job I had. So I'm grateful for what I have this holiday season, I guess you could say. because we all must be grateful for what we have. It's not really the exact job I want, but I don't hate it, and it's okay. I mean, sometimes just get what you get. This reminds me, this kind of painting, like when you're baking, like putting the frosting on the cake. And that's another thing I really enjoy doing is baking. I'm gonna look up the questions in a second. I think I'm gonna have like a baking segment because I love it. I like bake cookies and stuff a lot. I think I might do a cookie segment and a cake segment. I'm a way better baker than I am a cook. So I'm gonna do that. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how that turns out. Let me see if there's a question. I'm not done with this painting yet. I could see these questions better here. Right, please check. Does Zaid Matboob want me to help him financially after we marry? Yeah, I could do a pathway reading on. I can do just a pathway thing on your marriage and go from there, but a bit of personal advice if a man's asking about your money or your finances and asking what they can do, you could do for them, I wouldn't go with it. I'm old school. I feel that if a man could have sit there and have sex with you and kids and this and that, you deserve your own money and you shouldn't have to give anybody anything. It should be equal. I mean, it's one thing if they're working, you put your money in the pot. And if they're not putting no money in the pot, they got to try to put money in the pot. So if they're asking too much for you financially, it's not good because that's just basic respect there. It really is. But I will see and I will do financial thing, but don't let yourself get taken advantage of. I never do. If you have to, paint and call your friends and have a painting party. Those are always fun painting parties. Everybody gets together and does little paintings. Eventually, one day, I'm going to be able to paint an eagle and a dog. This is my two things. I'm not asking a lot out of the universe. I'm really not. But for until Black Friday, you guys are gonna just see me on here. I was over there, but the computer's working. But the TikTok, when I could hear music when I'm playing YouTube, when I'm trying to go on YouTube, it has issues. It's I don't understand it, and I guess I'll keep it just for like a spare computer. But I'm gonna be over here, and I think it's 2 weeks until like Thanksgiving or something. So it'll be about 2 weeks of this. But you know what? People went through worse in life, so I'm not too upset. But anyways, with your work situation, all right. I know you guys like me to say the names. Aisha, Aisha, or something like that. You are in this whole marriage situation with like all that is in a new moon in Sagittarius. We'll just do the whole marriage, and this is a card of luck, and that's in your path. And what they say about him is a full moon eclipse. They have Earth's run a new moon in Cancer. And a full moon eclipse means about conclusions. And the conclusions are they're just open ended. Conclusions obviously is the end result, but you have open ended questions where they could go either way. That's what they call it in the writing world. This is because I'm a writer. I've always been a writer since I was 10 years old. And these open ended questions are your whole relationship. That's the way I see your relationship. It's just all of open ended questions. And then you got a new moon in Cancer. And this talks about you and your loved ones. I feel that he has too many open ended stuff in his life. He's doing one way and going the other. I feel he may, if you don't keep him in within certain boundaries, I feel he may try to mess you up financially and not really mean to. So I wouldn't trust it. So that's just me, but I don't trust people that have open ended destiny because they can go either way and you just get stuck in a storm of crazy and you don't want that. So let me see this next question. Yeah, you can have a love reading. This says sky blessings. Okay, I like that. Sky blessings. Yeah, you can have a love reading. If I miss any of the questions, just put in the comments. And what I do is, because I do 5 12s a week at work. So if I miss any, put it in the comments. Oh, you're welcome. And on the community board thing, like, I don't know, I have a 5 Facebook groups, so I'm used to communicating that way. But I do get the replies when I go on YouTube Studios when you guys put stuff up there, and I will do your readings and type it out. I'm very good with my words, and I am a writer, so I can write a paragraph in like less than 30 seconds. So I'm just letting you know and putting it out there so everybody knows. Because I'm trying to economize my time and be able to do this and work right now because I have to have this computer. It's so inconveniencing my life. But sky blessings, your love path is in a full moon. And this just means you got to ask the moon to you got to give all your worries to the moon and not worry about nothing. Give away your worries. I call it giving away your worries card. You have a lot of worries, and when you go in a relationship with that much self-doubt, it's not good. Self-doubt can lead to like further problems. And sometimes it could be where you don't go near your soulmate for a certain amount of time because of it. So you don't want to do that. Anyways, you also got a gibbous moon. And this just means that you're close to having a monogamous relationship. But you're not there. You're close. And you got a mutual moon, and that means the path is not closed. It's open on both ends. So you're not being blocked from love, but right now you're not in the mindset for love, if that makes any sense. So I believe there will be someone, but right now they want you to work on yourself. I mean, I've worked on myself before. I still work on myself. I'm working on myself now. I mean, I'm trying to be a better YouTuber over here and remember to put the button because I got my page got shut down because I didn't press no altered content. I mean, sometimes you got to work on things. I work on myself all the time. I'm trying to be a better digital creator. I actually try to put I'm gonna try to put really good shorts out every day. And I am a Snapchat creator also. So I got a lot of different technologies I can use that way. So I'm trying to do some creative things. So and my little gingerbread man I'm gonna make non-traditional because I'm not a traditional person at all. Alright. All right, love life news for me. For me, okay. And this is Sac Sashil or Sas something. It's so small, these little things. This is why I hate live streaming with this camera. I absolutely hate it. It drives me crazy. But I guess what are you going to do in the world? And I think it's because of the small letters. It really is. And the ancient phone that's being held together by Microsoft OneDrive is the one that survives my entire situation. Who would have known? Who would have known that would have been the outcome? But it all worked out in the end. At least you guys don't mind. And I am trying to fix the problem. Thank God for Black Friday coming. I tell you. But anyways, I got your love life, and I got there has to be a thing here. All right, CACH or Sashista or something. It's something like that. I have a problem sometimes with pronouncing names. I got to work on that too. I cannot pronounce names good, but I can admit when I got problems. All right, you got a wax crescent moon for your love cycle, and that just means to have hope. It's a hope card, pretty much. So, and then you got a full moon Sagittarius, which just means you just gotta look at all the signs around you of maybe things are happening for a reason type thing. Like if it happened too soon, it would be detrimental like for you. It would not be good. You would be unhappy with a worse result if it happened too soon. And it's almost like a have patience card. You're just being very impatient type thing. And I get it, you're excited and you really want it because it's coming to the end of the year. Everybody wants a sweetheart. They want someone to kiss at the end of the year. They don't want to be alone for Christmas. I get it. But sometimes you got to find something bigger than yourself and just let it happen naturally and don't think about it. Don't think about it and it happens. I have, like, when I went through these cycles, I just started doing other stuff and it just one day I was like, wow, who are you? You know, it literally comes and pops in your lap when you least expect it. But it took a year. And anyways, you also got a new moon in Cancer. And this is just talking about you and your loved ones being good and safe and prospering and being good. So you're in a good part where you got that going for you, but I feel when you least expect it, it's going to come. But it's not blocked. That only gets blocked when you do really bad things. Because that's what God does. He likes to take away love first. Can you tell me what are some of Chuck's current thoughts towards me? I can do that. Alright. Alright. Let me get a good read on your energy here. Alright. Chuck's feelings are in a first quarter moon. It means he's not sure about your true long term commitment. He's wishy washy. He loves you, but if he found you doing something not favorable to his liking, he would probably not blink an eye and just have sex with someone else type thing. It's 50-50. So that's his feelings on the inside. And that's whole situation surrounded by a new moon in Scorpio, which means he is. I sense that this Chuck guy is afraid of things not working out. He wants guarantees, and you can't get guarantees in love. And there's always that unknown, and he can't. He doesn't know how to deal with it long term. That's what I'm picking up about him. He's not horrible. He has a little bit of an ego, but he's very I don't know. He could go either way. He's not my kind of person. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want him in the Chong group. I'm sorry. If you ever get to Facebook, don't bring him in the Chong group. He has some kind of weird energy, that guy. But anyways, you also got a new moon in Libra, and that talks about a new romantic cycle. Now, this romantic cycle could be you're going to have a love triangle at some point. I'm picking up it's this guy that is and that Chuck guy and somebody that actually probably you're going to get a choice of somebody that actually might be a better prospect and be nicer. So I don't know. But it's going to be your choice. You're going to be in a love triangle soon. So, I don't know. Maybe prepare yourself and go get a spa day for that one. Love triangles they're not a lot of fun sometimes. There's a lot of drama in those love triangles. So, I don't know. I hope you don't mind a little drama. I'm picking up drama. I personally hate drama. Alright. What? Alright. Okay, that new guy might be this guy another reader was telling me about that may be coming. Oh, I don't know about any readers around here. I couldn't tell you. I got enough problems trying to get one thing painted. Oh, I'd like a shake. You can talk. It's only you two.
Want chocolate, hot fudge,
Uh,
caramel, or white mocha premium?
I'm kind of tired of the mochas.
Hot fudge?
Why not? I mean, I do need to gain weight. I lost literally
You want
30.
to mix? Or just want to keep it like that?
Just leave it like whatever, like that.
Okay, because you could have a caramel. A fudge, peanut butter if you want to mix that.
Well, fudge peanut butter would be nice.
So you just said just the fudge.
Well, you mentioned peanut butter too.
Well, I figured you like that.
So, I'm making me a gingerbread man.
Okay. All right, gingerbread woman.
But yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really. Some of these readers are really kind of know the meditation stuff, and they're. I don't know. They're probably little. They got the language down better than me. I mean, my mother was a reader and stuff of sorts, and she died, and then I got more intuitive, but I don't know all of the stuff, and they have sometimes better game than me. This is why I paint. I could pick up feelings and intention, and I could pick up a lot of sin and stuff, which is sometimes not good for tarot readings. needless to say. So I couldn't tell you. And I am so busy with Facebook and stuff because I don't know how, why, or when these people decided that they actually were going to pay me after they put me in Facebook jail and all this other crazy stuff. So sometimes I just found out where the community board was, of all things. And I'm loving the community board. I always put things over there. And I'm loving that I don't have to worry about any kind of copyright music with this AI stuff. I'm not doing it really to be cool. I'm just doing it because there's a big thing over here in YouTube where the artists don't want their music. You know, they want to be paid for everything, and I get it. And that's their career. I don't have a career like that, so I don't really understand things like that, but I respect at the same time, you know what I mean? So I do the AI music because it don't step on no one's toes. But, you know, when you're on Facebook and all that, no one really cares about things like that. When you edit over there, it's a little different. But when I edit over here, that's the easiest way to edit sometimes. And it makes it look, I think, a little more professional because I have a one man operation over here. Okay, now the speaker literally is doing a lot of beeping. I think it's possessed. Either that or my computer just needs to not go on a YouTube stream. Alright, let me put all my little happy gingerbread man in the lick. But yeah, I'm looking for a question in a second. I'm just going to fill in his eyes. I'm doing it right for the middle. I do like fun little silly stuff around holidays. I feel that just because I work a lot and I sometimes don't put up a tree. Sometimes I don't because I got a dog and I work a lot. And I do like doing this and I do understand the commitment that you need to do sometimes. So the only thing I can do is this, like when I'm doing things, just pop on. Because I would have done this anyways. Regardless in my life, you know, in between all these 12s. Yeah, you can ask me a question. I'm just before I come on here, I have agenda where I have certain amount of like Christmas cards I have to hand paint and everything for my friends. I always have a bunch of stuff going on, and I don't like to keep you guys waiting. So I figure I just come on over here and come visit you guys while I'm doing all my little stuff. My friends were talking to me because I do a lot of these decorations for there, and I used to do jewelry and stuff. Now that when I have extra money, I think I'm gonna get art supplies in, and I'm gonna make ornaments too. Because my friend Eden was telling me I should make ornaments. So I'm gonna look on my friend Amazon. And I'm going to start doing homemade ornaments. And these are going to be considered the Christmas cards. And it's going to be like a little gift set. And I'm thinking about putting people's names on the ornaments. Like hand painting these ornaments. And see, because Amazon has everything you need in the world. I love Amazon. I wish I could be like, I don't know, one of their spokespeople. That would be the coolest thing in the world. It would be like on an Amazon commercial. I have loved Amazon ever since COVID. I love it because sometimes you're in your house and you're like, I really don't feel like going out, and before I make this or that, I need this powder. And you can literally just order on Amazon and it's to your house. And honestly, my brother, and me, we're busy working a lot, so I'm not gonna have time to get to the hobby shop. But you know what? Amazon is my best friend. I watch Amazon Prime movies when I'm at work on my tablet when I'm doing my night shift. I really like it because I mean, they have really good internet and they're pretty cheap. I think I got my Fire tablet for like $50, and I could literally watch TV at work. That's how sweet it is. All right, I'm just putting a little more green around here so this doesn't fade out because this is going to be a card for somebody else. And then I'm going to order in those ornaments. I'm going to finish the cards first because everybody I want to give sets to is going to have them. They're going to have one of these and they're going to have their first name and a hand painted ornament. And I'm sure they have them because they have all the paints. Painting ornaments would be a really good idea. And I am really arts and craftsy in that way. I do like to make things. I'm very, I just like to. And then I get, it's just, I'm going to do like the ornaments and then I might buy some oils. Because now that I don't have to see the dentist like January. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to go check the question why that goes that. Alright, you got, what do you see happening between, alright, I don't know how to pronounce that. Aries and I. Friends, crush situation. I could just do your love reading on all that since, we could just do this in. Because that's probably in your love path, if that's the one you're crushing on. And that would make it much easier. Because sometimes who you're crushing on isn't who you end up with. I mean, there's been plenty of people I've had crushes on, and it wasn't meant for me to be with that person. So I just don't be with these people sometimes. But it's nice to have a crush. You gotta remember this. But let me do that. But I will, if you guys stay tuned, once I get all my new supplies, as I'm going to probably be doing on my phone. I'm going to be doing I could show you how to do ornaments. And I'm going to hand paint these ornaments, which I don't know, you guys probably already do. You just go on Amazon, you paint them. But I'll be doing ornaments, so maybe I can give you ideas of different ornaments you don't know about. Because you guys are smart. I mean, anybody that knows astrology as good as you guys are very smart. Me, the patients bother me so much they drive me to painting. I don't care that this is fun and this makes me relieved for the day because they've driven me to madness. But anyways, all right. This is Gaby. Gaby. All right, Gaby. All right, Gaby. Your love path is in a new moon, and this talks about new starts. And you got a wanting moon also. And this is just what it's about releasing your fears, your I don't know, like I don't know, all the scared, the tension and stuff. It's getting rid of all that stuff. So I mean, I would just have more self confidence and just live for you, honestly, and get rid of all that negative stuff that's holding you back. That's what the waning moon is. And full moon in Scorpio is just talking about negativity. Anything you feel like, I don't know, makes you angry about any kind of situation in your future past, you gotta let that go too to start over. Or you're never gonna get a new fresh cycle. The mystics do not give you just unlimited cycles because you want it. You get stuck in the same circle over and over until you fix it. That's how it is. So that's why sometimes some people never get married. They stay in the same cycle and their ego gets the best of them. That's how that happens. It's messed up, but it really is how it happens. I'm gonna put this blue a little bit with this and kind of like do a little stripe in the middle. Cause I mean it's a painted postcard. It's supposed to be like a '40s painted postcard, like something that would you get see hand painted in the '40s. So I mean it's okay what it looks like. It's you're not here for, I don't know, for perfection and to say, this is going in a gallery because it's not. I mean, unless you know how to draw faces and you have a whole lot of connects, that's not happening. But you know what? You could be a rock star to your family and your friends. And you could add a little positivity to your workplace or your home place. And I do that because sometimes it's so negative an environment at my work. Everybody's hostile sometimes and they're angry because they have all these different issues going on because nursing can be very stressful. And sometimes it's just nice to chillax, I guess, and have somebody come in and say, "Here's your Christmas card that I painted." And sometimes it's fun that somebody literally went out of their way to paint for you. And like I said, you'll be the rock star of your friends. And sometimes this happens like this, and there's nothing wrong with it. I look at it as be you, be your, and don't let your inner child just die and you forgot. And then when because you're always, if you're always thinking about your childhood and happier times, it means you're not having any happy times. Now I'm having a happy time because I find it fun being on YouTube. Even if I'm not making any money. I like just, I'm only saying this because, but not to flaunt it or nothing, because it's just something that makes me happy and fun. It's a stress reliever, and you got to have them in your life. I used to watch Bob Ross all the time when I was younger, and I enjoy Bob Ross, and I was sad when he passed away. But see, that one I made, and I did that. And I'm gonna put. I wanna. I'm gonna do a holiday. I wanna maybe try to make different holiday sayings too. All right, don't touch this. All right. I put denture cleaner in with my water, and he's trying to lick it. And the thing is I don't think it's good for a dog to have denture cleaner, so I have to hide my water a lot. Get away from my stuff. Get. Anyways, I'm gonna put the first Noel. I'm gonna put it in red and then put it in green. Or just Noel. I think Noel would be. I think simple is better at this point. And then you just go like that. And it's a really nice little thing. And I just did this basic little sketch of a gingerbread man. That's how so easy it was. I'm gonna put Noel, and then I'm gonna let that kind of dry and look to see if you guys have another question, because I sometimes have there. Oh, I'm good, Queen. How are you? You switched lenders for banks interest rate. Do you see James getting me approved through this company? You got lots of business ventures. You got exciting life. You do. I don't have this exciting of a life. You're living the life, Queen. You probably go out and you got lots of blogging time if you want. Chong, would you stop? You're not licking any of my paint, and you're not drinking the water that over here. Go. Animals love art supplies. I mean, I know all about cats and yarn, but he's nosy as hell. But yeah, you do have a very exciting life, Queen. I don't know. I don't have this exciting of a life. If I get a day off where I don't have to go to the dentist or something, I'm happy. I know you got all kinds of stuff going on for you, way more than me. But I can do a financial reading for you. So, and oh, I don't know what time you were born. I can't tell you that. Okay, I switch lenders for better interest rate. You see, James. Yeah, that would be too hard for me to do. I can't predict that. I mean, I would not know. You would actually have to find another human being with that or a hospital record. There's no one on this planet or universe that would know that but that, because it's a human thing. But anyways, Queen, your financial card that reading isn't a cardinal moon. It's talking about being bold and first moves. So I guess you kind of did that already. I'm picking up with switching these lenders, and then this whole situation surrounded by a new moon in Taurus, which talks about prosperity, and that honestly, prosperity just means good stuff, money and financial wealth and growth. So maybe he is. Then you got a full moon in Capricorn, and this just talks about the end of a cycle that was rough, a cycle that was kind of lagging you down and stuff like that. So I think he is this time. I see good luck coming to you with your with this bank move and all that. So I mean that's what I see. Oh yeah, I picked up it's a cycle, but you're in a new cycle now. You're welcome. Let me get this Noel thing in here. All right, I'm gonna put green in the middle. There we go. Yeah. I like to layer my colors, especially when you're doing these little painting postcard things. I feel that when you layer the colors, it's better. That's just the way I do it. So, I'm just giving, like, if somebody wants to, like, honestly, this is like a kids type thing. Like, if you have kids that are interested in crafts, this is be great for kids. It would be awesome for kids. I guess I should have been a kindergarten teacher. One of these days, I'm going to be able to. One of these days, I'm going to be able to make me. I want to make an eagle, and I want to make a dog. That's it. If I don't make a human, it's okay, but I want to be able to paint my dog before he passes one day. And maybe if I could paint my dog, I can paint the cover art for my book even. Then I don't have to pay anybody to do that either. The more things you ask of people, the more money that has to leave you. Alright, making that a little bigger. Alright, alright, here we go. Noel. It's not bad. See what I mean? And I'm getting all these done because I'm probably going to start doing these decorations. Oh, I live in Ohio. I pretty much live in I live in Cleveland, Ohio. So I just live in a simple thing, a simple place. I live in a little small town, Ohio, and coyotes are around me. I'm surrounded by coyotes, Queen. So the damn coyotes are always after 9 o'clock. You got to make sure your dog don't get eaten by a coyote. This is where I live. So it's where I live. There, it's not high fashion. It's almost like Pennsylvania people. We're very laid back. Sometimes we look to California people that live in the fancier states and stuff because here you're fashionable, but it's a different kind of thing. It's more laid back fashion. I put these two little buns and I think and then try to look halfway decent coming on here, and this is about as good as it gets. Sometimes I see some of these live streamers and they look very fancy. I got this from Amazon, this shirt for like $5, and this is about as fancy as I've been for a minute. So I guess that's the answer to that question. I mean, MGK's from where I'm at, so, but I'm in the more the suburbs part. He was in the other part. I didn't really struggle. And I just say this I'm not because he came, he was in the harder part of. I mean, it's Cleveland, but he was in the suburban part, which he had a hard life. And I'm glad he has money because sometimes it's a rough life to go through when you don't have things. And when you find yourself homeless and stuff. And it has a effect on you because not that I personally have experienced it, but I've been around people that have been homeless and stuff, and at one point, and it really messes with their psyche. I think after you have that experience, you almost need a psychiatrist. I think I would. I mean, we take it. I think sometimes we take for granted what we have, and so I always try to be mindful that there's people that are a lot worse off than me. So I guess that's where I'm at in life, and I did get a Grinch sweatshirt. It was on sale on Amazon, of course. I love Amazon. I mean, it's my go-to for everything. But I found a Grinch sweatshirt, and I did a Grinch gift set. I think I posted it. I didn't get around to posting these pictures I've been doing for my friends' hand painted cars, but I will. But I got one for to wear on Christmas and Christmas Eve. I'm thinking about wearing it on Turkey Day. I got me a holiday shirt. I splurged a little. It was $14. I was very excited. All right. Oh, you have a lot of taxes. Oh, I mean, we have taxes, but it's not as bad because water doesn't cost that much here because we're near the Great Lakes. I mean, I can literally go visit Lake Erie very easily, and I've been there many times. So, we living by the Great Lakes, you pay less water. I do know that. And I was told that if in California and stuff, you guys pay more for water and things like that because you can't really drink the ocean water without a lot of filtration. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I've heard. Oh, foxes. Okay. Oh, you live in Pennsylvania. You guys have a lot of foxes. All right. Yeah, I go to Gettysburg Lake. When I was married the first time, I went to Gettysburg Lake twice a year. I love Pennsylvania. I haven't been to Hershey, Pennsylvania, but I've been through Pennsylvania. I don't know why. I went to the end where they have the Rocky statue, and obviously I love I love wars. I don't love war, but I like war history, and I'm a Civil War buff. I love it. I think that the Civil War was the one war that taught us that we should really care about one another because it divided a nation, that war. So I like to go there and I used to go there in October because I like to pay my respects to the dead, the Queen. I enjoy paying my respects to the dead, and I know it's weird, but I do, and I feel a lot of people died unnecessarily, especially in the back of the field. Oh my god, I'm trying to think of when I went on the tour, the exact one. It's where they put all the dead bodies of the Southern soldiers, and they said you could smell the dead bodies coming from a Devil's Den. When you go on the battlefield, I when you go by Devil's Den, I remember going there. And when I went by Devil's Den, that's where all the South they had younger soldiers. The North had all the good fighters, the ones that are the best, and they were older, obviously, and they had it more organized. So when I went by Devil's Den, I felt my stomach dropped. And I used to have the footage. I have it in one of my things because it was from my first marriage where we went there, and I felt I was crying right by Devil's Den. I can feel the sorrow of little boys all through Devil's Den. And they called it Devil's Den because that's where the tortured, where all the little their left was left of their soldiers, which was a army of 15 to 20-year olds, and against skilled warriors that were in their like 20s and 30s. So, with a lot better supplies. So, it's a very sad area if you go by there. And I go by there to pay my respects to those people because some of their souls are so tortured, they would need a lot of people like me there. And I would think a lot of priests. I would hope a priest would volunteer to go to the battlefield to free some of those spirits. I mean, I would like to do something like that one day if I had more money and I was able to travel and not have to do my nursing stuff all the time. And I didn't have such a demanding job. But one day I wanted to try to go there. Maybe when I get a little bigger on YouTube, I'll go to like Gettysburg and I can always do a thing because I got a ghost on tape. Somehow they disappear and they appear on audio. I'm like I don't know. I'm like a ghost magnet. They come to me. But yeah, I'd like to go there and I like to talk to them sometimes. Like, yeah, I have. When we were by the southern side, the Southern General statue, I think it was North Carolina or whatever, when they showed the squadrons and they were honoring who was in the Civil War. We were sitting there and obviously we have a northern accent, so they literally we felt I was smoking cigarettes at the time. So and I actually was smoking a cigarette on the battlefield and I'm sorry. RIP all the but I did make sure my butt was out and I was not gonna cause a fire, but I really needed a cigarette at one point. But anyways, I was smoking a cigarette but my sons after I put my cigarette out and everything, they said they smelled a cigar. And it was then they blew it right in their face. And the boys were telling me that they seen they heard a horse. So I do think there was a man with a horse that was following us, and I don't know if somehow the apparition was able to blow smoke at my son. So I don't know. It's crazy, but I guess the kids believe it, and we did get audio of a horse, and there was no horses around because it was October, and that's the hot time over there in Gettysburg. It really is. It's like the hottest time of the year. So, but yeah, I always feel weird coming out there, but I know it's because it was a lot of unnecessary death, and it was unnecessary sorrow, and it's just sad. So I like to try to give my respects, and I usually do a blessing on the field when I go there. I do. I try to bring some, like I bring sage sometimes. I sprinkle sage, or I try to like anoint, get some, and I anoint my own oil because I don't know if the priest is, I don't trust their blessings sometimes. Just because you say you're a good priest doesn't mean you are. And I've argued with many priests. And I do mean many priests. Priests don't like me. Not at all. They're they're very, I don't know. They're very crazy. I'm trying to look for something here. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get some rest, and I am going to come on tomorrow because I need to get more painting done, Queen. And I hope that now that we live close, and I did not know we lived this close because Pennsylvania from where I live is a 5 hour drive. It really is, and it's one of my favorite places to visit. I love going there and just getting a hotel room and going and on that field and having fun. Maybe one day or one year or something, if I ever get through this whole entire thing and finally get a car, maybe we can meet up one day. Who knows? Because Pennsylvania is somewhere I like to go. I mean, I would like to go other places too. I love history. I'm a history buff. I love it all. I really, really do. I would love to make it to the Mayan ruins, but that's going to cost thousands of dollars. That kind of trip is kind of expensive. So, that would be in the future when I'm actually making money here because I mean, Facebook money is only goes so far. And I do make a little money over there. Maybe by that time I can make money here and money there, maybe on Instagram and Snapchat too, and then be able to fund it. Who knows? We'll see what the universe brings me. But I am going and closing up shop here. I did take a nap after I got back from the dentist. But I do have another 12 because they're like a desperate ex over at my work. They want me there so bad it's ridiculous. They sit there and just keep offering me more and more money to show up, and at this time of year, I'm an Amazon addict. I got a problem with Amazon. And I will admit to this. I know it's terrible. My mother-in-law knows how much I have a problem with Amazon because I see all these good deals, and the next thing you know, I have a $400 order sometimes. And it's things I need, yes. But did I need them at that exact time? Probably no. So I guess that's where I'm at with Amazon. But it does bring me joy and it brings me something to do when I get over here. So I am going to probably be going on Amazon getting the ornaments. And I will be doing ornaments with the hand painted cards to give you guys some ideas for Christmas and holidays. So, and I'm going to bring back perfume. Now that the husband got a new job that is making a little bit more money and they pick him up and bring him home. So there's no gas. So I will be ordering and stuff to make homemade perfumes. And I will show you guys how to do your own perfuming because I love doing perfuming. That's some of my favorite things to do. So perfumes are going to be made this year because I will have the extra money to buy it all. And I'm going to let you guys go, but leave your questions on readings. If you want a reading, leave it on the stream. And I will put it in replies and I will type out your reading for you to make it easy. And I will personalize it, and it might be a paragraph, but I'm very good at writing. I wrote a book, and I'm hoping to get it on Amazon, so I'm good with writing your reading. And I'm very confident you'll be happy with it. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you guys are doing well. And I will let you know how I'm doing tomorrow, and I'll be doing more painting. And I hope everybody has a good night. And I'm going to try to rest up for another long day at work because I got 3 of those now. I have to do 36 hours in 3 days, so it's a lot. So you guys take care, and I will see you tomorrow.